there's a new sheriff in town. His name is Eddie, and I'm not taking any issues from any of you ghosts. Here we are in Gallup, New Mexico, at the El Rancho Inn. Here on Route 66. We got some big hits. Oh my God. This is crazy. And then it just died. Is there something you want to say to us? Okay, there you go. Thank you for showing that you're here. Can you push the next one, please? Can you get just a little bit closer? Thank you. There we go. Thank you for that. Whoa. The El Rancho Motel was built by R.E. Griffith. His famous brother, W.D. Griffith, was a movie director, and it was built for the movies. Okay, gotta check this out. Close it back up so we can use it. Talk about old school, man. This is about as when you're having to do your own elevator work. Oh, look at that. Now we're going up. Have to close two doors, open two doors, close two doors, and then now that we're here, you hear that. That tells you it's time to open two doors again, and so that people can use it again, these have to be closed in order for it to be used. Okay, now it's ready for somebody else to use it. Okay, here we are, just getting in the room, in the Forrest Tucker room. So walk in, it's a rather small room, but it's done in New Mexico motif. We come out here, it's we have a bottle opener there. Bathroom, let's see what this, if I can get from the light. There we go. And it has the Hotel Rancho on the shower curtain. It's a step-in shower. Kind of a small bathroom. It looks like we have coffee and water. We have our cowboy hat, a narrow walk-in closet with no hangers. That's kind of interesting. Let's look over on this side. There's another closet over here, looks like. And this one does have hangers, so that just must be to put suitcases. So, and then we come over here to the window, and we have a view of another hotel. Anyway, it'll do. Very ghostly. This is kind of a strange hotel already. We've got to check out some of that. We have a flat screen TV here too. I didn't even notice that. This little small little 32-incher, looks like Samsung. And some old knotty pine furniture. Yeah, we're here at the El Rancho Hotel. Welcome. And we're going to be going around and doing some things today. This has been known as a very dark hotel. A lot of things have happened here. We're going to go down to room 211 with our EMF detector. That's a place where young children have been known to be around, laughing, giggling, and everything. In fact, on an episode of Ghost Adventures, season 24, episode 2, I believe it was, they supposedly caught a picture of a little head coming out on a camera. So a full apparition. So also in that episode, they talked about how someone was worshiping the devil and they had a pentagram and 666 in the bunkhouse, which is attached to the hotel someplace. And I'm going to find out about that a little bit tomorrow. So in fact, I might even be able to find out tonight at the desk when I go down there. But we're going to be going around with the EMF detector and see what we can find. This hotel was built for the movies, basically. Over at that time, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, this area was the home of the Western. And until they started going up to Colorado and other places to film, New Mexico and Gallup especially was one of the places where they did a lot of movie making. So all the rooms have stars' names on them, and movie stars actually frequented this place a lot. And with that comes a lot of energy. So that's one of the reasons that they felt that there were some issues. And the usual things that have gone on, there have been dogs that have been into the room and they'll look up in the corner and they'll growl at something as if, and no one else can see what's there. But of course animals have a different instinct than we do. So that's one thing. Let me get rid of that. Since it's nighttime, I don't need sunglasses. But it's kind of a neat hotel. I mean, you'll see the double banister that comes over. Really elite. These hotels along Route 66 were very special, and they were destinations for either the train or, in this case, for the movie theaters. Not movie theaters, but movie stars, filmmakers. So there was also a haunting about a bellhop. I think it was in 1945, right around when the World War was over, where he shot another bellhop and killed him here at the hotel. But there's been quite a few different murders and people taking their own lives too here at the hotel. Most of the hotels
Please take care.
Please take care. Thank you. I appreciate your kindness. I know earlier you told me that we were gentlemen or something like that here. So it's kind of cool to see you take that attitude towards us. Underground tunnels. It's another thing that happened here. This, of course, was built after Prohibition, but it's still nefarious things were being transported through these tunnels. The Ortegas bought this place, I believe, in the 80s after it was really run down and was actually probably going to hit a demolition ball, but they believed in the place and they restored it to its grandeur, and it's really they've done a really nice job. So it's nice that people come.
Bodies below.
Bodies below. So there we go. We were just talking about the underground tunnels, and that could happen. So that's anyway. It's kind of neat to see what's going on. The rooms are made of Western and movie motif. You see thousands of pictures all over the place, and so that's kind of cool. Check this out. Yeah, another one. There's a reported bride ghost in the bridal suite. This is kind of weird. There have been clothing that's been held up and actually kind of stands on its own. So it's pretty crazy. And also in the next rooms, the same thing. Clothing's been moved around. It's like the bride is overlooking all of the clothes to see what's going on. So that's kind of a weird ghost thing. The reason that Ghost Adventures even came to this hotel, and this was during the pandemic in 2020, and fortunately for them, they had the run of the whole hotel. The hotel was closed. There wasn't anybody staying here, so they were able to take advantage of going into all the rooms, setting up all the equipment that they needed to without disturbing guests, which would not have been possible if there had been paying people here. So, but the reason that they came was because several longtime employees had recently quit. One employee had been here over 10 years, and another one for close to that, I believe, also. And they both quit because of things that had happened that were out of the ordinary that they couldn't explain. Paranormal things, noises, visions, things like that. And so that's why they were called in and requested to come and do their thing. And they found a lot of EMF spikes, and like I said, they did find that one little head of a child basically coming out of the second floor, and some footsteps, things like that. So there have been things like that. And again, if you get a chance to come here, check it out, see if you can pick up more than we're going to tonight. We may find some things. We've already had a few hits on the REM pod. We're going to try again with the Spirit Talker, and then also we'll do some EMF things down in the lobby on the second floor. And I believe there was a murder in room 108. So we'll go there also and go by there and see if we find out anything. Anyway, stay with us. We hope that you're enjoying yourself. And as we go galloping down through New Mexico. Okay, this is the hallway. It's a curved hallway with these animals, all brick. We have some Indian art. It's kind of cool. Well, we're hitting some right here. Whoa. That was right here. Middle of the hallway.
Era la última, ¿eh?
Sí, ya.
He hecho una más por el sombrero.
¿Sí?
A mí me gusta mucho.
Ahora lo primero que vamos a hacer es ducharte y ponerte pijama. Ya te fumas un cigarro si quieres.
¿Qué? ¿Ducharme?
Okay, we're
The
gonna-
noise was him.
The noise was him, okay.
Scars.
Scars. That was weird. That took a long time.
Don't mess with me.
We're getting something here. Look at that. Not allowed to get. These are private. Ladies. Yeah, look at that. Oh. Basement. Ooh. 16.
Review.
Review. Nothing there. Jack Benny.
I've been here 500 years.
Oh, it's a long time. I've been here 500 years. This was Indian land the whole time, long before we were here. Whoa. There's something over there. Lots of banging going on. Well, back up again. Ezekiel? Is that his name? Okay, and then we have to open this. Let's get your hand. Close this. Close this. hit third. And here we go.
Torture.
Torture. Not too cool. Oops. Okay, we're back on 3. I got some good, strong hits on 1 here and 3. There we go.
We're lost here.
We're lost here. Wow. Wow. Say it's almost following us now. Wow, we got some good hits there.
Photos.
Photos. There are photos all over the place. But yes, we got we had some go all the way up at least to, let me check here. Most of them were up to almost to 10, yeah, up to 10. So we got some pretty strong hits there. Well, especially we're just right here, just outside the room, and then on the first floor too. Nothing much else though, but some that was pretty spooky.